With a new stadium rising just to the west of us, for now we're back for football in the familiar setting of Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. The first of three on this fine Sunday. It is Super Wildcard Weekend, and off we go on EA Sports. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
First and 10. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. He'll be brought down after a short pickup to about the 29. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They go play action now. Here's Allen. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to...
And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A try here for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead here on Super Wildcard Weekend. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one taken at the 10. Nice job by the return team. across the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Hey, Ron! 11.
Here's Lawrence to throw right away. He's going to air this one out. That is hard. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
On the ground, here's the Clemson product, Travis Etienne. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. To the outside, complete. It's Wilson.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Play action now. It's Lawrence. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. That's good for 11 and a first down.
You just love to see this effort, especially on 3rd down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. He's down inside the 10. A gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Taking off, and he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Trevor Lawrence. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession. When they're able now to go out and square it on up, allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground. And he's just pushing guys out of the way, powering forward for a gain of 8.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
5 wide.
Off the play fake, here's Allen. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And it doesn't really matter who you put on him. Like, when you want to play one-on-one man coverage against a receiver like this, there's not a whole lot else you can do. It's hard to put help over the top because the ball's being thrown out by the sidelines. I like playing in and out. I like playing zones. Somebody underneath, somebody over the top. Share the responsibility. But that's not what they're doing. That's straight man coverage. Quarterback sees the matchup. There's no question where the ball's going to go.
And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Bills. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. The extra point is good. And the Bills will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short.
11.
Lawrence now. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
Hey, go. 11,
On the handoff, it's Etienne. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
23.
Here's Lawrence. That's over the middle and intercepted. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he'll take it on in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Buffalo. Extra point attempt still to come. He's got it. And the Bills will take a 21-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Now he'll air one out. And that is incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Lawrence. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. He's going to have the 1st down. That one good for 9, and the drive continues.
Hey, Ron.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Going for it all. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Jaguars. Point after, coming up here. It's up and good. And the Jaguars draw closer here. It's 21-14. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Alert, alert, alert. Attack.
Play action. It's Allen. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he will go all the way. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Bills. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Let's go.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Go, go.
To throw is Lawrence. That's into traffic, but taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route. And then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put
under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
Here's a 3rd and 10.
Go, go, let's go. 30 left.
Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. Punting unit comes on. Jaguars will kick it away. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in.
Middle. Half. What's that?
On first down, it's Allen. Now a shot here, deep middle. And this will be incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
And he will take this one in. 74 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now here's Lawrence. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Take right open.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. Off balance throw. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
On red.
The carry here for Etienne. And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 5 yards. 2nd down, Lawrence. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be taken down.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down and goal. To throw is Lawrence. He pulls it in around the 5.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Inside the 5, it is second and goal. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Lawrence from the gun here on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that third down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this fourth down after failing on third.
Lawrence throwing on fourth to the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Bishop.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot to get his hands on the ball and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They go play action now. Here's Allen. That's going to be caught by the rookie out of LSU. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. A pickup there of 28 yards. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
56, 56.
Now it's Allen. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
Now a give up the middle. Finding space inside the 40. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
Now Allen on first down. He's going to look for the home run ball. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Buffalo. He has done it again. That is 4 touchdown passes in this first half. Greg, he might skip halftime with the way he's performing right now.
Yeah, Mike, this passing attack is just really unstoppable. I mean, it is just remarkable the success he's been able to have. We're not even at halftime yet. He finds himself on record pace. I can't wait to see what he does the rest of this game.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Quick throw here is complete. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. One final throw before the break. He's going to let this one go deep. That is brought in. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. All right, Coach. Thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches. That's for sure. As we get set for half number 2. One team advances. One team's season ends here. Second half underway in the AFC Wildcard game. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Hey. Silver.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, go.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He'll drop this for ETN. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
13 Luke. Go. Here we go.
Lawrence now to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
11.
Now someone up front moves early. Can't continue to make these mistakes if you're trying to mount a big comeback.
On red. Go. Go. Let's go. 30 left. Here we go.
In the pistol, here's Lawrence. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. From 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Allen. He'll let this one go long for Williams. A whole lot of chances on that one. Around, but it falls incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half, and he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
19 tight. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. That caught by Davis. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Quick hitting slant there. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Let's go now. Check go.
They'll look to throw yet again. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
All right, Mike, now it's getting to the point where it's almost becoming borderline disrespectful. Despite having this big lead here in the second half, they continue to take shots downfield. They are not content with just running this clock out and shaking hands and going off with a win. Truth be told, I think they're trying to embarrass them, and they're doing a pretty good job at it.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Jaguars are going to take over once again, this time at their own 8-yard line.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0. I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air. They've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least 1 first down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot.
That one good for 26 yards.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it, because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They have a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Lawrence now on second down. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards.
30 left. Hey, Lion.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
One quarter remains here in this AFC Wildcard matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. Now here's Lawrence. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
Take right open. Here we go.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he'll be out of bounds, but has the first down. They took the chance, threw it on 4th down, and they end up with 1st and goal.
Hey, kill.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Lisa 24.
2nd down, Lawrence. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 40-yard line. Now, faking the give. The throw on the run is complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Now it just seems like this offense is piling on. I mean, after a day where they have completely dominated their opponent, a lot of offense would just be content with handing this ball off, but not this group. They continue to throw the ball, and they continue to get chunk plays, and they showed they're not going to slow down until that final whistle blows.
Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to pick it up, take it down inside the 35 for the first down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incomplete. Derwin James there defensively to break that one up.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit, and after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. That is caught side of the end zone. Touchdown, Bills. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. ETN now on 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 15. And the Jaguar first down.
A first down throw for Lawrence. Going up top. That is brought in. And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
So Lawrence lines up the Jaguars as they will go for two.
Hey, go forward.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That is caught. And they get the two-point conversion.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an outside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Here we go, set.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to take a shot down the field. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
They certainly wasted no time trying to take advantage of that great field position, and I love it. So often we see teams either in sudden change or when they have a shorter field to go, they want to strike early. There is such a correlation in the NFL, Mike, between explosive plays and your ability to end drives with points.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18.
Come on, set. Set, go.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
The Bills will send out the field goal unit. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bills will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line.
On red.
From the gun, a give to Etienne. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a third down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He's going to air this one out. He's got it! And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. We do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
So Lawrence lines up the Jaguars as they will go for 2.
11.
Back to throw. That's in the end zone and intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession here as they get it at their own 4. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Now a ball deep, middle of the field. Derwin James there defensively to break that one up.
I think that's one of those cases where he just tried to put a little bit too much on it and fit it into that window, Mike, and sails it high. Give his guy a chance to bring that one down. Put that ball on his chest and help him secure that catch. At this level, when you're that open, that ball has to be completed.
Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the Bills. They are moving on in these playoffs. They win here at home as the number 2 seed. That means right back here next weekend as they'll host the game in the divisional round. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.
Set. Ready. Hot, hot. Here we go, here we go. Set up. Ready, ready. Hot, hot. Ready, set. Set, go. Ah. Here we go, set. Ready, ready. Come on, set. Ready. Ready, break! Set. Set. Hut. Okay, break! Let's go. Set go. Set. Go. Ready, ready. Go. Set up. Ready, ready. Let's go now. Ready. Ready? Set up! Set. Ready. Ready. Here we go. Here we go. Hut. Ready, ready. Go. Here we go. Set. Ready, ready. Come on. Set. Ready. Set. Get up. Let's go. Hut, hut. On the ready. Set, go. On the jump. Ready. Set. Hut. Set it. Go. Let's go now. Ready, ready. 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 Down. Get up. Set. Ready. Hut, hut.